Hi, I'm Lorraine. Welcome to the District Yoga. For today's restorative practice, you will need one bolster. If you'd like to have an additional blanket, just if you know you like extra props or additional support, feel free to grab that as well. But we're going to start in a constructive rest. So go ahead and find the props if you don't have them already. And then once you have them, just set them off to the side. We're going to start without them. So come on to your back and just let the knees bend and then let the feet come out wide. Let the knees just knock in towards each other. And then find a place for the hands. Maybe that's one hand to the heart, one hand to the belly. Maybe that's arms down the sides. You find something that feels appropriate today. This practice is going to be one that's really nice if you have ever had a very busy week and you just need to take some time for yourself to just let all of that fall by the wayside. To just give your nervous system some time to reset and settle in. So if not already, start to just draw the attention down to your breathing. Although not trying to control the breath, just being aware of it. Noticing where the breath is happening. Maybe that's in the throat. Maybe it's in the chest. Just see if you can start to feel the rhythm of your inhales. And feel the rhythm of the exhales as well. Maybe even a simple acknowledgement or permission to your body to say that you can relax. And in fact, you are here to just let some ease and calm wash over your body. In fact, maybe giving yourself permission to just step away from all the things. And in order to really start to deepen the connection to this practice, we're going to just come into a simple breathing technique called box breathing. And there's many ways to do this box breathing. Ultimately, we are just going to we're just going to take an inhale for the count of 4, and then we're just going to take an exhale for the count of 4 as well. So we'll find a box in the 4x4 breathing. Some people like to hold for 4 at the top and the bottom of that and really create that 4x4 effect. Today, we're just going to, again, take it really simple, really slow. Just take a big breath in for 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale back for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Finding your own pace, your own rhythm, your own counting sequence. Few rounds at your own breath, your own counting. Coming back to an inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale back for 4, 3, 2, 1. Last 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last round. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Just let the breath come back to a normal rhythm, a normal cadence. Maybe notice now you just feel a little bit more present in this practice, and again, step away from whatever you might have been doing or whatever you have to get to in the coming hours or days or even weeks. We'll just let that fall by the wayside. When you're ready, we're just going to take one more big breath in. Stay there as you breathe out. If you have the eyes closed, gently blink the eyes open. We'll slowly, and I mean as slow as you possibly need, heel toe the feet back towards center, letting the knees come back up towards the sky. And then once you're ready, just drop the knees over towards the right side of your mat. Go ahead and roll on to the side body. Press through that left hand. And gentle as you need, make your way up so that we can grab our bolster and place it really in that upper third part of your mat if you're on a mat. We're going to keep it the length of the top of your mat, so it'll be parallel with the top of your mat there if you have one. You don't have to have a mat by any means to do this practice. And we're going to keep the knees dropped over towards the right. So keeping those knees dropped over towards the right, we're going to bring that right arm down onto the mat and then extend it out long. This is where that blanket actually might come in handy if you want to fold it up to create a pillow for your head. That might feel nice. And then again, the knees are dropped over towards the right. The right arm is extended out towards the right side of your space. And then option for that left hand, you can just melt it on that bolster. You can bring it down that left side body. If you want a little bit more to open that left shoulder, you could always drop it behind the back here. I'm going to go ahead and keep mine on the bolster in front of me. Then again, if you have that pillow, if you wanted it, you could tuck it underneath the head. And ultimately, we're just propping up the upper body here, just coming on to our side body. And then just start to settle in. Letting the eyes close down. Again, the breath is at a nice natural rhythm. No need to change or force anything there. See if you can start to unclench the jaw. Let the eyes be heavy. Really let the side body be heavy. Let the head be heavy into the support if you took it. Truly allowing the bolster to support your body here. Maybe just becoming aware of how resilient your body is. How resilient your mind is when you give it the space to just be. And you take a few moments to just be as you are in the calm. Maybe a sense of gratitude for all that your body and your mind do for you. Maybe again, feeling this sense of ease just start to wash over you. From wherever you are, taking one more big inhale. Deep breath out. Gently blinking the eyes open if they were closed. And bring that left hand in front of you, if not already, just gently, and I mean gentle as ever. Transition your way up, and we're going to make our way to the opposite side. So from wherever you are, just come through center, and then you're just going to drop your knees over to the left. I'm going to switch sides to continue to face you. If you need to adjust that blanket or bring it with you, you can. And then again, there's a little bit of space between the hip and the bolster, and then that left arm is going to come off of the bolster, so the shoulder is kind of falling off of that there. If you liked that blanket under the head, grab it. Left arm reaching out towards the side. Knees dropped over towards the left as well. And then same options for that right hand. Feel free to place it on that bolster there. You could place it on that right hip. And we'll just make our way to the other side. So find something that feels appropriate. And again, just allow yourself the permission to sink into the support that you have. Maybe even just give yourself permission to fully be supported, wherever you are. If there's ever a time you need to adjust, you can. Maybe coming back to that resilience. The resilience of the tissues, the muscles, even the bones in our body. This physical body that we are given that takes us throughout our life. Just a nice sweet gesture of thank you. Maybe just even acknowledging the fact that it's so remarkable, our physical bodies, that we naturally know how to breathe. And that again, we are just such resilient beings. And the lovely thing about this practice is really that it enables us to come back to homeostasis. See if you can just be in that. Not trying to change our bodies, but just allowing them to come back to their natural states. Sometimes in this practice, we begin to drift. I invite you to stay just gently aware. Go ahead and take your last full breath in. Deep breath out. Place that right hand back onto the bolster if not already. And again, gentle as ever, slowly lifting the upper body up. Again, maybe feeling that sense of calm start to wash over you. Go ahead and bring the hips to center. We're going to leave that bolster approximately where it is, and it's going to fall really underneath the shoulder blades here. In fact, the shoulder blades are just going to fall off of that bolster. So if you need to scoot the hips down, you can. Gently bring your way onto that bolster. And again, if you'd like that support of the pillow, you can. If not, you can just let the head drop. That just probably going to give you a little bit more sensation through the front of the chest if you don't have the blanket. And then once you're ready with the adjustments of the blanket, go ahead and let the arms fall out to the side. Let them be long and heavy. You can adjust the legs wider if that felt more appropriate. And here we're going to get into the front of the body. And again, we're not really chasing sensation in this practice, but just noticing the front of the body, maybe a gentle opening here. If it was ever too much with the bolster, you could always replace that with a blanket, just gently rolled up into a nice gentle roll. But if you're okay there, stay there. And again, find the support of the head if you needed it. And then just start to come back to this practice, to this surrendering almost, to this state of non-doing. Our hearts open to receive whatever may come. And allow yourself to be very, very heavy. But in that heaviness, see if you can also be a little soft. Not clenching in any place like the jaw. Even in the fingers, see if you can get a little bit softer there. Down through the toes and the legs. And allowing this gentle focus to remain at the heart space. Just let yourself drop in. See if you can take one last big inhale. Let that gently draw out of your body. Go and blink the eyes open. And roll off to your favorite side. Just coming off to your side. And again, as gentle as ever, slowly pressing your upper body up. We have one last shape in this, and we're just going to bring the bolster to the opposite end of your mat, of your space. We're going to bring it right underneath the knees. So we're going to find some support of the legs here. If you had a blanket and you wanted to keep it, you could unravel it and just let it come to the back of your mat. Go ahead and make your way onto your back. If you did have a blanket and you wanted to create a neck roll, you absolutely could. Otherwise, just go ahead and let the feet fall as they naturally would. Let the arms maybe come down to the side body. And again, this will be our last shape today. Noticing coming away from that heart opener, although gentle, maybe just feeling that shift as we transition to a bit more steady and more neutral position of our upper body. Slight elevation of the legs, drawing that blood flow down towards the hips, almost like a baby inversion. And just letting a sense of ease come over you. Almost like a wave of the ocean, just gently rolling the tide in, feeling that calm just settle. Allowing that nervous system to truly come into that parasympathetic side of your nervous system. That rest and digest. This resilience of our bodies to come back to that homeostasis. And let yourself be in that. Let it wash over you like that wave. allowing this practice to be a treat. One that's allowing your body to just come back to its resilience, to come back to what it already knows how to do. Finding the balance in between all the doing. In between the being. If you'd like to stay a bit longer, you can. Otherwise, together we'll take one more big inhale. Maybe let it out the mouth. Gently blink the eyes open. Give the feet and the toes and the fingers some gentle awareness. Maybe rolling off to one side. And again, ever so gently making your way up. Maybe coming to a comfortable seated position. And then just letting that again wash over you. I hope this practice was indulgent. Namaste.